Hello Broncos fans and welcome to the Denver Post Broncos game preview. I'm your host, Kerry and Keogh. Last week's loss to the Browns, the first since October 1990, was ugly. So we're going to concentrate on what's coming up next. The Denver Broncos will travel to Oakland to take on the Raiders in Week 16 of NFL action. The Broncos won the matchup earlier this season 20-19 and have won 11 of the last 14 games against the Raiders. Denver has also collected 21 wins at the Coliseum in Oakland, the most by any road team. Having been statistically eliminated last week from the postseason, the Broncos may look like they have nothing to play for, but don't give up just yet, Broncos country. There are still a number of records that can be broken. Bradley Chubb is just 3 sacks short of the NFL rookie sack record of 14.5 held by Javon Kearse. While that may sound like a lot, remember that Chubb will be going against Raiders offensive tackle Kolton Miller, who allowed 2 sacks last week in their loss to the Bengals and leads the league in sacks allowed. Phillip Lindsay is also looking to shatter another record, needing only 114 yards to break Dominic Rhodes' undrafted rookie rushing record of 1,104 yards. He enters Monday's game with 991 and averages 70.8 yards per game through 14 games this season. And in case you missed the announcement earlier this week, Lindsay also became the first undrafted rookie offensive player to be selected to the Pro Bowl, alongside Von Miller, who will be making his 7th Pro Bowl appearance. The Broncos are favored by 2.5 points over Oakland, but will need to commit to the run game if they hope to win. This will mean not only looking to Lindsay, but to Freeman and Booker as well. Sticking to the run early and playing the offense off of it will set up play-action passing and open up more opportunities for Denver's receivers later in the game. With Vance Joseph needing to defend his job after 2 ugly Denver losses the last 2 weeks, a win could go a long way for the third-year head coach looking to defend his job. The good news about the game is that the Broncos can't catch up to the Raiders for the bottom of the AFC West. Unfortunately, this also means that they cannot get a top 5 draft pick next season. Denver is currently 6-8 on the year, which means a loss on Christmas Eve would produce the first back-to-back losing season since 71-72. It would also break Pat Bowlen's ownership record of having made more Super Bowl appearances at 7 than losing seasons at 6 since taking over the franchise in 1984. While the Raiders defense has failed to hold an opponent to under 20 points in a game this season, you know they desperately want to beat the Broncos, not only because they are bitter rivals, but because Monday's game will most likely be the last home game played at Raiders Stadium in Oakland before the franchise relocates. While they will eventually be playing in Las Vegas in 2020, it is unknown where they will play next year after the city of Oakland sued the NFL and the Raiders last week, leading the franchise to pull their proposed offer to lease the stadium for 1 more season. Whoops. Either way, the Raiders will want to put on a show for their loyal fans one last time. Kickoff is set for Monday, December 24th at 6:15 Mile High Time from the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. Forget draft position, forget that neither team is any good this year. Monday's game is all about bragging rights and hopefully sending the Raiders fans out of Oakland after 24 years with one final loss to the Broncos.